Cristiano Ronaldo. The world simply cannot get enough of Cristiano, the most followed person on Instagram with 593 million followers. He can do a simple post and in a couple of days it has 18, 20, 30 million likes. Does he have money? Oh yes he does. Ronaldo's net worth $500 million. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, 3 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, a European Championship, and most importantly, the greatest trophy of all, the Community Shield. That's a joke, by the way. Icon at Manchester United and Real Madrid, and a hero to everyone in his home country, Portugal. Despite all of this, it is crazy to think that there is a debate, and relatively strong, against Ronaldo being even the greatest of all time. Of course, that's Lionel Messi. And I am not going to get into a debate about this. How did Ronaldo become the person that he is today? Well, let's go into the many faces of Cristiano Ronaldo. If you do enjoy, then please do smash a like button and also subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Some people claim that leaders are born, not made. However, if Cristiano Ronaldo is anything to go by, it is safe to say that early life experiences shapes us, and any challenges that you face can make you even stronger. Cristiano was born in February 1985 on the Portuguese island of Madeira. People don't actually know the fact that he's actually not born mainland in Portugal. Here's Madeira on a map, not Portugal. It is Portugal, but not in Portugal. But it is Portugal. It's Madeira. Now you're confused. Let's go. He is the last of 4 children. Ronaldo grew up in a poor household. Notably, he recalls begging for burgers outside the local McDonald's at the age of 12 years old. He disclosed a story of a lady called Edna who always came out to give them burgers to the local students. Ronaldo's father, Jose Denis Aveiro, served his country as a soldier who fought in wars against Mozambique and Angola. He returned home broken with PTSD and was jobless, which caused mental health issues. Unfortunately, his father turned to alcohol to deal with his current mental state. His father was a part-time kitman for his local football club, and this became Cristiano's stepping stone into the football world. It is widely known that Ronaldo and his father never had a strong relationship due to his father's alcoholic nature. And due to these experiences that he had growing up, this is why you will never see Ronaldo drink alcohol. And still, as far as I'm aware, swears to this day. As the example that his father showed him growing up, he wanted to make sure that he did not become that to his son or any of his children, so which I praise massively. Ronaldo's mother, Maria de los de Santos Aveiro, was a cook and a cleaner, and due to the lack of his father working, she struggled to fend for a family. This meant that her young children sometimes had to help her clean to get the job done faster and to do more work to pay for rent. Ronaldo's mother, Maria, published a book called Mother Courage, and in that book she disclosed the fact that she had plans to actually abort her last born child, which was Cristiano. This was due to the time of her life. She simply didn't think that she had the financial constraints to support another member to her family, as even before Cristiano, it was hard to live at the time of their lives. Even though she expressed her desire to go through with it, her doctors fortunately declined. Ronaldo's mother even tried to put matters into her own hands and drink warm beer and run and exercise frantically, more than you should ever do while pregnant, in order to cause a miscarriage naturally. Of course, this failed. During Cristiano's school life, he was known as being a crybaby. That was his actual nickname. He wasn't the greatest at school, allegedly, and never had any interest in academics and never did his homework. He was expelled from school at the age of 14 due to the fact he threw a chair at his teacher, and due to being expelled, he focused on one thing that he knew that he enjoyed: football. He pursued football at Sporting Lisbon's youth academy, and as the story goes, that there was actually a rule at the academy that the player that scored the most goals would get a place at the institution, and one of Ronaldo's close friends called Albert Fantrau actually passed the ball to Ronaldo in one of the final games to secure him a slot in the academy. And due to this kind gesture by Albert, Ronaldo supports him financially to this day as a thank you. One thing about Ronaldo that you may actually not know is his heart surgery. When Cristiano was 15, he was diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition where the heart rate is much higher than normal. Thankfully, medics detected this disease early enough during his life, and he underwent a laser surgery to correct it. And in 2003, the moment came that changed Cristiano's life. Sporting played against Manchester United in a friendly, which I'm sure you already know the story, but if you don't, this is what happened. He played incredibly well, turning seasoned pros like John O'Shea, who was very good at that time, okay? Don't laugh. Making Manchester United players look silly, and this is Manchester United. It's quite hard to do that. Instantly after the game was over, a large majority of the players went straight to Sir Alex Ferguson saying, "We have to sign this kid." And, of course, 6 days after that performance, Ronaldo became a Manchester United player with this incredible sweater. Ronaldo made his debut against Bolton Wanderers at Old Trafford in 2003. People already had high expectations of Cristiano, but no one knew what they were going to get with him. A young, however very lightweight, but extraordinary tricky winger with an amazing amount of flair and creativity, however, was incredibly raw. The final pass may not be always correct, his final decision making may not be always right, however, you saw that he had the ability there. It was all about taking that and moulding it into a more complete package. And year after year, season after season, he simply got better and better. This was where Ronaldo's work ethic truly came out, as you saw a boy become a man within 2-3 seasons, as he grew into his body, becoming almost the elite male physical athletic physique, a complete contrast to the boy that we saw only a few seasons prior. And during this time, winning 3 Premier Leagues for Manchester United, including 1 Champions League and 1 Ballon d'Or. And from this, he got the transfer of a lifetime, Real Madrid, €94 million, which at this time was an extraordinary amount of money, but one which the world did not act surprised whatsoever. And he did pretty good, pretty good, I think. 4 Champions Leagues, 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Reys, 3 UEFA Super Cups, and 3 Club World Cups, and only the few amount of 4 additional Ballon d'Ors. However, there is a dark side here, which I simply cannot ignore, so I simply have to highlight this part of Ronaldo's life, because I feel like if I ignore it, then that is part of the problem. When he signed for Real Madrid, there was an accusation during the summer of 2009. This was when American model Catherine Mayorga accused Ronaldo of RAPE in a Las Vegas hotel room, and investigations has been ongoing and was reopened back in 2018. And as recent as 2019, court says that this case in Vegas should be dismissed, as the federal magistrate judge in Nevada sided with Cristiano Ronaldo, who sued for more than the $375,000 in hush money she received in 2010, as it is found that she indeed was paid off. Was this simply to get her to shut up in truth, or because it was false? You tell me down below, because I feel like it'd be wrong if I didn't. Due to his upbringing with his father, he's always been known as a family man and being very powerful on his family values. Quoted back in 2015, "If you don't have a family, life will be very, very tough." And despite Ronaldo having 5 children, his wife Georgina Rodriguez revealed that she's in fact had 3 miscarriages, as back in late 2020 last year, Ronaldo was due to be father of twins, and sadly, despite their baby girl being birthed successfully, her twin brother, sadly, didn't make it. This was during his time at Manchester United, and despite the pain of losing a son, he missed 1 game for United and returned to the pitch. I think that Ronaldo has a long way to go. Even at this time of his career, playing in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr, he's become a lightning rod, completely changing how Saudi Arabia is seen across the world. So my message to end this off is that appreciate both of these players and appreciate Ronaldo, as especially after the World Cup, a lot of disrespect has been given to Cristiano, which I feel like is just not deserved. He is by far the best player of all time alongside Messi, and for me no one else comes close.